Hello and welcome back. Alright. I've finally broken my habit of saying alright. Well, I said alright there, but the first thing I said was... Wait, what did I say? Okay? Alright. Doesn't matter. Now we're going to continue. And what did I just do? I don't know. Oh, after battle, your equipment thing will be blinking, and usually after you're fighting things, you'll know that it automatically gives you stuff for killing things. It's kind of like you're picking up loot from the dead bodies, I guess. And I touched it.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
That would happen. It's cool, I would have saved her too. Oh
Shepard!
No, don't touch him. It's too dangerous.
She's lucky we're good people, and by we I mean myself and Shepard, that we would save her. Just because we're nice.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Uh-oh. He's angry. He's having a hissy fit.
This human must be eliminated.
Doctor!
Hello,
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
My hair almost looks brown.
You had us worried there, Shepard.
I was going for red.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
My Turtle Beach headset must have picked up some kind of sound I've never heard before in this scene. Sounded like a page was turning. Did you guys hear that? Maybe I'm tripping.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private,
You guys can
Captain?
explore those options.
I won't lie to you,
don't.
Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
What did I see? Looked like our death.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright, what's in the Codex now? Secondary stuff? Yes. Done with that. What's in the first? I think I'll let this one play.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the Wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it. Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years, they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
And you will learn what Krogan are later on. They happen to be one of my favorite races. Okay, sorry about that. I don't want to make you sick. That's what I do. If you sweep like that, you'll be able to see things and not miss loot and chests just by like turning your camera and looking at the top of the screen, you'll see a thing that'll say something about, you know, you'll find loot or whatnot.
Hey, Commander.
Always talk to your squad mates. They always got something to say. I usually would spread it out over like an important mission. Like I think there's a couple missions in this game, like 3 or 4. I mean, there's more than that, but like after certain scenarios or events that happen, you go and talk to your entire crew, and they'll have an opinion, and I don't know, it really adds more depth to the game. And you can unlock other missions by talking to them and becoming friendly with them and whatnot.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You helped.
Couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel
Well, I
welcome.
mean, it's not like you're shooting me in the back of the head like Caden does. Okay, let's be nice.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
See? Paragon +2. You could be a douche and you get renegade points. What does she got to say?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
Rapid questions.
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
And then after those missions I was talking about, the special ones or whatnot, your locker will always have, you know, some gear for you to upgrade with. So make a habit of checking that. Timeline, yeah. I mean, you could look at this and get an understanding of the game's timeline. Let's see, what was it? Go up. That's when we first found the ruins, I think. Right? No. When did we first find the ruins? A long time afterwards. Right there. What's this over here? Technology.
Biotics.
Okay, I'll let that one read out. Because it's one of the more interesting things.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
So, okay, Caden.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Okay, and he'll have stuff to say later, it's just whatever right now. And then you go down there. I should just go down here and show you. It's the only one thing that kind of sucks about. It's the elevator, the cursed elevator. But I think I kind of prefer the elevator compared to like Mass Effect 2 loading screen. Because I mean, at least I can, you know, still play with the camera and do stuff. It's like half of the video is going to be spent in the elevator. And later in the game, these are your squad mates' lockers. You get to swap their gear, like, you know, say after you get after a mission or you go to a store and buy and sell stuff. You get to upgrade them before you want to sell things. And that guy right over there that was just on the screen is the person you buy and sell things from.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, hello, Mr. Moneybags. Oh, he's got all kinds of good stuff. Check that out. He won't have this when you are playing for the first time. I just won't sell anything for now. And he's not the only store. Like, you can land on or go to other stores in the game. There's several that you'll run across.
Bion?
And yeah, I guess why not show you Omni tools. Those things are pretty cool. We need to invent those already.
Omni tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
Yeah, I generally explore everything. You know, and part of the codex things is picking these up. You just have to look for them, you'll find them, and you just hit A and it automatically takes it and adds it to your codex.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
He'll have stuff to say later. I'm wondering if I should disable those notification things. Maybe if someone says something, then I will. But, I think I'll get to where I'm gonna get to, and then I'll cut the video off. So that the next video will be more exciting, with stuff happening. And the explanations are almost through, because I mean there isn't too much. It's not like you continue to learn in this game. I mean you do, but you learn by watching. You won't have to have me spell everything out for you.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Take that. And also, finding those things gives you experience to level up with, so those are always good. I think there's another one in here. Well, they kind of appear sporadically throughout the game as you progress in the main storyline. And I will cut it off here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.